Greetings and salutations, humans. Welcome to the channel. I hope that you're doing good. This is your host, Putinbot. Thank y'all very much for stopping by. As y'all can see, today we are going to be doing a guide on a new Sylvan Watcher champion named Ruella. Ruella is a Spirit Affinity attack champion, and I pulled her, I guess it was about a month ago now. I finally got her built out, and I've got to admit, I'm really looking forward to trying this epic out, because I think she might just be able to rival Allure, but I'm not sure. We're going to test it out and see just what happens. Before we get started, one thing I would like to ask is that for those of you who are watching this video, if you like it, please do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. The channel's pushing up on 500 subscribers as of the time of this recording, and I would very much appreciate y'all's support. Thank you very much, and it's enough housekeeping. Let's get started. Let's kind of go over this champion and see just what we are dealing with. First, I really like the model. I like the way that Polarium did this. They always do a good job, but I mean, they really have got the whole D&D aesthetic thing down. I mean, she just looks really, really good. She's not too chilly. She's wearing the skirt. She's got the high heels, which I'm not sure how practical that is for being out in the woods. But all in all, though, I mean, the model looks really nice, looks really good. Right here on her head, I'm going to assume that that's hair and not her earrings. But, or is that a braid? No, it's a braid. Is it a braid? I don't know. I don't know. Someone down in the comment section, let me know what in the hell this thing is here on the side of her head. Is that a braid? Is that hair? I don't know. I don't have a clue. Anyway, enough about the aesthetics. It's a great looking champion. Polarium always does a good job with that. Let's look into the kit. Let's see how I've got her built, and let's see where we're going to be using this champion at. Her kit, she has a plus 40 accuracy in dungeons, which is always something that's nice to see. Her A1 is a single hitter and it's a triple hitter. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each critical hit has an 80% chance, books up to 100, of stealing 5% of the target's turn meter. I like it whenever you steal turn meter, because not only are you slowing the enemy down, but you're speeding yourself up at the same time. That's a nice A1. Harassment volley. I would like to say I agree. That is very, very much of a harassment. For A2, it's another triple hitter against one enemy. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense and a weakened debuff, and a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. That books up to a 70% chance. Now, one thing that I like about this skill, No Respite, is each hit has a chance of placing that debuff. Now, again, it's just a single target, but this is screaming Fire Knight. So you're slowing the boss down, you're stealing turn meter, and you're placing a defense down, and you're placing a weaken, and her damage is based off of attack. That's nice. Her A3, Timed Offensive, fills the turn meter of all allies by 20% and places a 30% increased crit rate buff on all allies for 2 turns. One thing, if you have this champion, if you're looking to build her out, forget that this second part is ever even there. This whole places a 30% increased crit rate buff, forget that's there. Just forget it. You're going to build this champion with 100% crit rate because you want this A1 to hit. You want the crits. Do not rely on a buff. And here's why I'm saying that. What happens if she uses the A3 at the end of the second wave, and then you get to the boss and her A3 is on cooldown, and then you're not critting? I mean, what is it getting you? The answer? Not much. So just forget that's there. If you're building Ruella, go ahead and build her with 100% crit rate. That is my advice to you, especially since everything that she does is against a single target. Let's look at the artifacts I have this champion in. As you can see, I've got her in 2 pieces of perception. Her total stats, I've got her running at 257 accuracy. I've got her 227% crit damage, 102 crit rate, 217 speed, 4,462 attack, and just under 34,000 hit points. I've got her in speed boots. I've got her in an attack chest. I've got her in crit damage gloves. And I'm just picking up crit rate, speed, and accuracy on the rest of the gear, as you can see, because I want her going fast and I want every hit to be a critical hit. That is what I'm looking for. Now, one thing about Ruella's kit, go down the offense tree, everything about her is screaming Giant Slayer. Giant Slayer for her makes a lot of sense. Her A1 is a triple hitter. Her A2 is a triple hitter. You want her using that Giant Slayer mastery. It just makes a ton of sense for her. Now, for those of you who are new to the game, or those of you who are kind of struggling getting your accuracy, instead of taking the defense tree like I am, take support and go down to pinpoint accuracy, go down to charged focus, go down to arcane celerity, because she is putting those debuffs on a target. And then what you can do is go down to sniper and give her A3 an extra 5% chance of landing those debuffs. Now, the reason why I went down the defense tree is I wanted this retribution. I want her going in, getting those counterattacks, not because she's going to be stealing turn meter, because the enemy who have already made their turn, they don't have any turn meter, but because it gives her a chance to land more of those Giant Slayer procs. Now, there is an argument to be made to go down to deterrence. That way she can counterattack if someone places a debuff, but I opted to just go pure offense, and I wanted to go in and see how she's able to go in and just control. So, without any further ado, let's go in and test her out in some dungeons, shall we? I want to see if Ruella is going to be viable as a allure stand-in. I do not know. We're going to test it. I'm going to put together a team and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, so here we are. This is Fire Knight 20. So I've got a pretty accessible team for us here to test and see how this works. We've got Apothecary in the lead. We've got Zargala for defense down. Keep in mind, Ruella has one, but hers is a single target only. We've got Ruella herself. We have got Skyle the Drakes for reses and CC if we need it. And we've also got Coldheart to help us kill the boss. This is just to see, can Ruella, with her A1, control the boss's turn meter? Let's see what happens. Okay, so the Fire Knight did get a turn. Now, one thing that I think that can help with that is if you are running Ruella trying to just control the Fire Knight, disable her A3, because that buff is not going to help you at all. Because all you're trying to do is just deny the Fire Knight a turn off her A3, and I think that she might just be viable. Coldheart, of course, comes in doing what Coldheart does, which is just drop meteors on people and fully depleting turn meter. And I mean, all in all, she did good. And this team is accessible. I mean, as you can see, we have got a free daily login reward. We have got Coldheart, who's a void rare. We have Apothecary, who's a rare champion. We got Zargala, and she's there for the defense down and the nukes, and then of course Ruella. Now what I'd like to do is see just how hard can you make her hit. So let's go into Ice Golem, and I will be right back, and let's see how hard we can make her hit, shall we? Okay, so here we are at Ice Golem 20. Let's just see how hard Ruella hits with a defense down and a weaken with an attack up. Here's the attack up. Okay, now here we are with Ruella. I mean, the turn meter field for the A3 is nice, especially against Fire Knight. I mean, it just doesn't really bring enough in my opinion. Let's try the A2. So let's hit this champion here. About 90k. Let's go ahead and do a ally attack. Let's see what happens. Who will go? Okay, now here we go. Here is the A1. How hard is this going to hit? So our A2 hits for 90. About the same. About the same for both of them. Her A3, in my opinion, can use a little bit of love. Now, it does give the turn meter boost, which is nice. That's something that's nice to see. But especially against Fire Knight, just use your Apothecary to give you your turn meter and have her just focus on her A1 and her A2. Now, like I said, now, so right there, there's the retaliation hit. It's not bad at all. That's that retaliation proc. Okay, I'm just going to put this thing on full auto, and I will be back after the run ends. Okay, there we go. So let's take a look here. So Ruella came in with 1.6 million damage. Dark Kale came in with 1.4 million. Good solid numbers. Let's just do this. I know this video is going kind of long, and I do apologize. I want to give y'all a good review. I want to be a thorough review. And I don't want to waste your time just doing a guide for the sake of doing a guide. So let's just do a quick team setup. Just name this, we'll name it afterwards, I guess. Let's get put together first. Okay, I'm going to put together a team, and I will be right back. I just want to test something. Okay, so here we are. We are in Fire Knight 20. I'm just putting together this preset. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip the waves. I'm just going to go straight to the Fire Knight for y'all, just to try and be cognizant of your time. I want to see if Ruella, without using the A3 and using her A2 and her A1, now actually, we'll lose some damage from having the weaken, but who cares? We are only going to use her A1. I want to see, can Ruella control the Fire Knight's turn meter? Can she keep that shield down to make her viable? Let's test it and see what happens. I will be right back. And as soon as we get to the boss. Okay, so we are here at the Fire Knight. Now let me explain to y'all the concept I have behind this team, and y'all just kind of go from there with me here. We've got Apothecary in here. He's going to increase our turn meter, give us a speed buff, and help us get the shield down with this triple hitter on his A1. We have got Ruella in here. She's only going to be using her A1 to steal the Fire Knight's turn meter. That is her only job. That is the only reason why she's here. We've got Thylesia for defense down, but also though what she is going to do is extend the duration of debuffs. Skyle has that decreased speed debuff on her A1, so when it lands, Thylesia should be able to keep that up 100% of the time along with the defense down, and Coldheart is just going to do Coldheart things. So let's see how this works. I'm going to run this at, let's go run at 2x speed. It's probably going to be a longer video, and I do apologize for that. That's what I want to just do a good showcase for you. Okay, so right there, we got the Heartseeker in. Everyone has a speed buff. Ruella is dropping the Fire Knight's turn meter. Apothecary is doing apothecary things. What I'm doing, I want to see, is she going to be viable if you don't have an allure? Because frankly, not everyone has an allure. Can Ruella do the job? Can she keep that turn meter down? I think so. Yeah, not a problem. If you don't have an allure, but if you have a Ruella, if you get her running over 200 speed and give her enough accuracy to do the job, I think it'll be golden. Just turn off that A2. It's not going to do anything for you. Or yeah, turn off the A2 and the A3 rather. Just turn them both off. Okay, also final thoughts on Ruella. I like her. I mean, she does allure things, but she's able to hit, which is quite nice with that A2. I think the places she's able to play, she could play any place where you need to control turn meter. The only place that I've really tried to stay away from her from is if you're going into dungeons that are blue, that are magic affinity. She's going to struggle. Just being straight up completely honest with you, her A3 is underwhelming. I don't like her A3. I don't think it brings enough to the table. With everything that she has being a single hitter, the A2 is nice for the weaken. It's nice for the defense down. It's nice for the decreased speed debuff. But if you have someone else that's able to bring those abilities, just turn it off too, and then just focus on her A1. Use her to control that turn meter. Use those Giant Slayer procs. I think that she's gonna be able to do a lot of work for you. I mean, she does a good job. The fact that she is stealing turn meter is nice. I mean, what can I say? She's stealing 15% of turn meter, whereas Allure, she's decreasing the target's turn meter by 25% on each critical hit. Between the two of them, now I'm not going to be here and tell you that Ruella is better than Allure. That is not the case. That is not true. Allure, between the two of them, all things being equal, in a vacuum, I would go with Allure every day of the week. I'm not saying otherwise, but if you do not have an Allure, but you do have a Ruella, put her in, coach. She will do the job for you. Well, y'all, on that note, I think I am going to go on ahead and head on out. This is Putinbot. If y'all like this video, if y'all like this channel, if you like this content, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. And I hope that y'all have a great day. This is Putinbot. I am signing out. Have a good one. Bye-bye.